If you're going to carve your clay project, you can either flatten it out as a slab, something like this, or you can use a solid piece of clay depending on what you're wanting to make. To carve, you'd probably use your loop tools. These are 3 loop tools: small loop tool, medium loop tool, large loop tool, and loop tools are used to carve. So if I were doing something like a relief on a piece of clay, then I might take my loop tool and you can lightly kind of sketch. Maybe I want my line to kind of go something like this. Maybe I'll come around like that. So maybe I'll lightly sketch how I want my line to look. Then I can take my loop tool and actually carve away following the line I made. Lift that out. Continue going. I would turn my clay as I go. So maybe I want it to look something like that. And that might be how I would carve on a relief. If you're carving a bigger piece, something like this, and you decide, hey, okay, I am going to have a head here, and I might want to, with my sharpened stick, kind of sketch out. This might be like the snout. That would be where that comes up. That would be the head. Kind of something like this. Go down and a neck and into shoulders. So if I do something like that from the side, that might be how that looks. From the front, this might look completely different. This might be where my front snout goes, and this might come out closer to something like this. I would then also have a neck. Maybe I'd have the shoulders as well. So I'd do this on each of your sides. Something like this, neck, and you've got shoulders. Maybe that was my head. Now I can check, kind of see, yep, that's how I want that one. This one's going to be the back of the head and going into the neck and the shoulders. So once I have that kind of figured out a little bit, then I might take one of my loop tools and actually start carving away things. For larger areas like this, I may use something like this. That's going across the entire area. Take the clay out, carve that away. Looking at it from both sides, okay, I made my lines. Then the front, I may use something a little bit smaller, but actually start carving away this. Take the extra clay off, start carving that away. Now my neck is going to be recessed, so that's going to be further back from the snout. So then I might take, if this is too big, I might use a smaller loop tool and have that kind of come out. Each time I'm taking some away, subtractive sculpture, so I'm carving and removing pieces. As I'm carving, you can also pinch and start forming different features as you go. So I'm starting to get the layout of what I might want this to look like. In the back, I might use a large loop tool to kind of remove some of this part. Knowing I want this whole head to be rounded, I can then take off some of those corners. And I can round it from the sides as well. Start kind of carving this back like this. Even taking your fingers and pinching a little bit, so you're starting to get a rounded head shape and a rounded snout coming out. So that's how I'd use pinching and carving to start creating a different, as part of your sculpture, a head and shoulders. Now that's just the start of it. Then you would take and add some details and stuff. So maybe I decide I want eyes here. I don't know, maybe this is going to be a gargoyle with big eyes. I might then cut the mouth open because gargoyles always have their mouths open. So see how I'm just starting to take and form the features of this creature that I'm making. Gargoyles also have ears, so maybe I'm starting to pull out some ears just by pinching out a few things. Something like that. So I'm just getting started, but that's how we would carve using your loop tools.